Que bola, que lo que, ya y guan guam. What's up? What's happening? What's the vibe, friend? How are you vibing today? Bienvenida Prata. For those of you who are returning, welcome Black. Black is for expansion. For my friends who are new, bienvenida. Welcome to my channel. I am a real journey in these social media streets, the one and only rare Black alicorn. And on my channel, I talk a lot about our souls, our energetic contracts within ourselves, which is the first contract we have in regards to our purposes and why our lives are the way they are, no matter when you're vibing high, low, or in between. Bless. Okay, so today, we're getting into the energy. Today is it's Thursday, June 8th. Once again, we are physically, as a collective, we are in the energetic astrological house of the 6th house. So with that being said, it's all about health and services. The 6th house is all about how are you stepping up to the plate, for yourself. When I sit with this energy, when I first was sitting with the energy, it always came across to me as sun card energy, thinking about like the sun card is all about vitality, renewal. You can't do that until you understand what routines, traditions, rituals, things like that you have in place. And with today being Thursday is ruled by Jupiter, which is all about opportunities. And the messages I had gotten today, I had gotten it yesterday in regards to today, reminded me that we just had a full moon. And everybody knows when full moons are in play, that means stuff came to fruition. Rather, it was something that we wanted or did not want. At the end of the day, some type of consciousness came to fruition. And what it was is dependent upon what you are and are not aware of as of yet in your life. And with today being the 8th, then it's all about, okay, the 8th card is in tarot is the strength card. So, and it's ruled by the zodiac sign Leo and fire, the fire element. So it makes me think about, okay, what am I putting into place where I am taming the beast, feeding, what am I feeding into me? And also that will help me go into beast mode. Catch my vibes? So today, I was pulled to just pull oracle cards for you all. So this is going to be short and sweet to see what the energy is. Like I said, so far I had got, sorry for that loud tap. So far I had gotten, like I said, it's like what am I feeding into me, to tame the beast within me? Because the strength card is all about it's the infinity symbol. When you turn the number 8 sideways, is the infinity symbol, as above, so below. I love this card. This card reminds me of, I'm thinking Gemini energy, because Gemini is masculine energy, and masculine energy is all about action. So it's like, okay, as above, so below. That's what the infinity sign as well as the number 8 is all about. 8 is all about, the number 8 signifies transitions, but it starts at what are you planting? What type of seeds are you planting? As I always talk about on my channel, it's all about everything starts within the mind. So, and the mind is where we decide what we will and will not take actions in and at, depending upon our thinking processes, right? Right. So with this being said, from this image, I'm getting, it's like, what are you twinning? What is your mindset as far as, okay, I think I want to take action at that. Therefore, in the physical form, you're going to reflect that masculine twin energy. So if you get, and then it's the fire behind it. What are you feeding into yourself? What passions? What are you initiating? Because that's what fire energy is all about. It's all about initiating. Are you, and also when I think about fire and with today, the opportunities, it's like, okay, what opportunities are you taking to destroy the old, to clear it out? Because when you think about fires, it burns everything down and it looks, and it is destructive. But once everything is destroyed, you eventually, and you clean it all up, then you start to see growth. So what type of minds, I just heard the word self-destructive. What type of self-destructive mindset are you operating in? And just because it's self-destructive doesn't mean that it has to be something bad. It, once again, it's all about the matter of perspective, because some people have self-destructive mindsets, but they know how to use and utilize their mind to create something new instead of to always self-destruct, aka sabotage themselves consistently and constantly. But that only happens when you come to a certain understanding about yourself. And once again, that goes hand in hand with the energy that's surrounding us as a collective for this month in regards to the healthy ways and the unhealthy ways of our habits, our daily habits, our daily routines, what we're feeding into ourselves mentally, what we're feeding into ourselves emotionally. Therefore, that's what comes out physically. That's how we act. That's how we react to our life and how we respond, because that's the understanding that we are consciously aware of as far as self. So with that being said, let me read the back. It says, you can have what you need and desire, but you must be prepared to enter into the sacred fire to make the appropriate offering. Shift from focusing on what isn't working to handing over all concerns as a prayer offering to the divine. All can then be resolved and shall manifest according to loving and generous grace. So with that, like I said, that takes me back to what I was saying in regards to self, when I heard the word self-sabotaging mindsets. You know, what are you willing to sacrifice to stop looking at life and operating in a way in the areas, because we experience good and bad at the same time. So the areas where you are have an unhealthy perspective as far as self-sabotaging mindsets and stuff, what do you need to sacrifice? And then as well as the parts of you where you've overcome those self-sacrificing mindsets, where now you can work within yourself in a healthy way. It's like, okay, today being the 8th is going to push us to really operate and look at, okay, what am I doing to better myself in this area? What have I done? So that way I could continue in this area. So that way, back and tracking to yesterday, as far as paths, I do not mess up on this path that I'm on. You know, I can keep pushing forward in a healthy way. And as well, I do not allow the areas of my life that are not stable and that are not healthy as of yet continue to affect me, where it's a domino effect. That's what I'm hearing, a domino effect. You know, where I burn everything down. Let me get this off this table, y'all. Yeah, I'm also being told to remind, because as I said, I like to study the mind and I study brain frequencies. And with today being the 8th, and us starting the month off, of course, like 08, 09, and so on and so on. It gives me delta frequency vibes, which is our entire subconscious realm, not just on a personal level, but as well as on our intergalactic divine levels, like as far as how we're all connected to each other as far as consciousness. And let me put that last. Nice. So with that being said, you have to remember that energetically we're always being pushed to evolve in some type of way, shape, or form. So it's all about, okay, what am I feeding into myself to evolve, to strengthen me? That's what I'm hearing. Like, the world today is asking us, what am I feeding into myself to strengthen me? Okay. Then we have this coming out. Stop letting yourself be deceived. Get your emotions under control. You are worthy. Trust and believe. Yeah, somebody just remember that about yourself. Anything that you want to attempt, that you are attempting to overcome, achieve goals and stuff, remember that it's you who stops you first and foremost, nobody else. So just enjoy your time. I'm saying just enjoy your time. That's what the surrounding energy wants to remind you of, because we have enjoy music in reverse. And so music is like the sounds you create. Sounds of reasoning is what I just heard. So enjoy the moments where you have stabilized sounds of reasoning. Focus on your children in reverse. So that way you could focus on, not physically, but like the things that the consciousness that you birthed, because every time you understand a certain consciousness about your life and you are aware more of yourself, it's like it's like a rebirth. Childlike energy. So focus on understanding, like, okay, I've established this in my life, and now I'm more aware of this about myself. So this is childlike energy, and now I'm more aware of myself to remember who I am, because this came out in reverse. So it's like the universe is sending us these messages to feed this, because remember, today is the number 8. It's as above, so below. As within, so it's going to be sown throughout. Right. So this came out in reverse. So remember who you are. The more you're aware of who you are, it's like the more you're reminding yourself of you're that. You got that swagger. You the boss. And stuff. That way you could continue to move, because this came out in reverse. It says move your body, dance, breathe, flow. Not just physically, but energetically as well. Because as your energetic body, meaning your soul self, your higher self, evolves and grows, and you elevate in consciousness, then you'll start to grow physically. You'll be able to flow, because you're flowing above. You're flowing in your mind. There's nothing stopping you. Why? Because you're remembering who you are, not just in the physical sense, because this is 2023. As a lot of people were saying at the beginning of this year, and a lot during last year, it's about to go back to matriarchal times. Matriarchal times, which, if you pay attention, we do not talk about that times a lot in history. When you look back in history, everything is all about how when things was transitioning out of the matriarchal times and the patriarchal times, which we are now in, is taking over. It's all about the masculine energy taking action and stuff. But it doesn't help us to focus on the mind too much, because then we lose a sense of self, because we're not in touch with our matriarchal side, which is our divine feminine energy, the parts of us that it creates, aka emotions. So always take the time out to always rest. It says take time out, siesta, recharge, rest. So that way you can always be in touch with self. Because we have to remember, when you go, you're not going to healthily feed into yourself as you should. Okay, now I'm being told now pull tarot. Okay. And then we're going to wrap this up. Yeah, I'm seeing, yeah, take the time out. Today is all about your strength. You can't you can't strengthen yourself when you're not, I'm here, I'm seeing something about like taking care of yourself. When you're not taking care of yourself, because think about it, when you go into beast mode, as I was going back to what I was saying earlier, when you go into beast mode, that takes a certain type of understanding of self, like what it takes. You know, energy always piggybacks off of yesterday. So yesterday we ended the reading with the Emperor card. And the Emperor card, the Emperor energy is, like I said, Big Daddy energy. It's masculine energy, you know, but you cannot be an emperor in your life, regardless if you are physically a man or a female. One second. Okay, that was my daughter. Okay, you cannot obtain emperor status if you are not understanding what it takes, and so that way you can take the proper actions and initiatives that is needed in order to move forward in life. Because the emperor energy is ruled by Aries energy. That's all about protecting yourself, because when you look up the spiritual meaning of the ram, it's all about faith, protection, standing your ground, and what you know. So you have to have an understanding of that. Catch my vibes? Which is why the Ace of Pentacles came out in reverse. Also the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Page of Swords. So it's all about, this came out first by itself. So we're going to address this. And then these two came out in reverse, upside down. So with the Ace of Pentacles coming out in reverse, it's like, okay, you have these new opportunities. Because remember, like I said, the full moon just came. Excuse the garbage truck in the background. But garbage trucks, that might be an omen for somebody. Like, it's time to clean up your act. Clean up your ish, because it's time the garbage is about to be collected. Because we just had a full moon. I think it was on Sunday. And so it's going to be a lot of beginnings for everybody, regardless if you realize it or not. That's just where collectively in this universe, we all are experiencing new beginnings, a new beginning of some type of consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. But you won't understand this new beginning and this new blessing as how to make it work for you if you do not understand your problems. You know what I'm saying? With this Page of Swords, pages and always remind me of childlike energy that needs to be nurtured, you know. And so that way you can mature and understanding, because Swords, your problems, you can't until you understand your air energy, meaning your mindset and the things that goes on within your mind that is reflective of what you are co-creating above, and therefore you create it below and stuff. You won't see the changes the way you want to. You'll still see changes, but it might be backwards with this coming out in reverse, and therefore it might prolong something. Because I'm seeing something about some of my friends, you know, just remembering that whatever you're trying to attain, you can reach it, but you have to pay attention to what you're twinning above and below. Catch my vibes and stuff. As well as I mentioned earlier, stop letting yourself be deceived. Get your emotions under control. You are worthy, trust, and believe. Because as I mentioned earlier, our emotions is what creates as the fire to what we create and co-create within our lives and the physicality of it all. All right, so that's all I have for you today, friends. For some reason, this stuck out to me earlier at the bottom of the deck. I tried, you didn't, I'm done, have fun. Somebody might need to leave somebody alone or leave some type of mindset alone, you know. And like I said earlier with the garbage truck coming, like I'm getting a message like somebody needs to get your ish together, because we are, as a collective, we're all being affected and affected in different ways. Like the universe, God, divine, you know, mother God, whatever title you a respectable title, you know, you relate to, is always giving us messages. And today is ruled by opportunities. So it's all about, once again, understanding the opportunities that surround you. But in order to understand the opportunities, you have to understand your consciousness and how your consciousness works on just you in a personal level. So that way you could start moving the way you need to move, which is why, like I said, this move your body came out in reverse. You know, that way you could focus on the things that you are still young in mindset, that you're trying to grow out of, mature out of, and handle better in life. But just remember, friend, enjoy your time. Enjoy it when and stuff. Take a seat back, and whenever you have some become aware of some type of consciousness about you that reminds you that you can do this, that you are worthy, and you can to trust yourself, then enjoy it. All right, that's all I have. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the astral realms or in the next video. Once again, I didn't say this in the last video. I'm gonna bring it back. Don't forget to tell yourself that you are irrefutable. BKA, you are impossible to deny. Bye. Peace, love, and bliss.